welcome to Live at Lakewood, the production for where we get a little bit closer to what's going on for our final show on the main stage this season. Sensuous Senator. It goes up on Thursday. I'm sitting down with Jesse Bosdale and Bianca Stoudemeyer, and we are two of the up and coming actors here at Lakewood. They're both in their second year. Second year this year. So Jesse, tell me a little bit about your character and who you play and what that's like.
Well, I play Jack McGuire. I said Jacob. I play Jack McGuire, and he's a congressman, first-term congressman. He's supposed to be very innocent, very naive. He's supposed to be the very atypical first-term senator. Thinks he's going to change the world, and he becomes a liability to his uncle, who his uncle's trying to run for president. Trying to use the charismatic Jack McGuire to get more votes, and I've just become more of a liability to him with some of the farcical stuff that happens during the play.
All right. And Bianca, what is your character?
I play Fiona, who is a high-end prostitute.
Wow.
Escort.
Oh,
so she gets called, and she shows up, and then she wreaks havoc and messes with a lot of things.
So this season we've not only had shows located in a brothel and drag queens, and now we have a high-end prostitute.
With senators, so it's pretty
with
much
a senator.
It's par for the course for how much it just all seems to make sense.
And I'm telling you, this is the end of the year sex farce, and you probably don't want to miss what's going to happen on stage at Lakewood. Both of you have very interesting stories. Jesse, how did you come to Lakewood?
Well, when I was in high school, I acted all 4 years, and then after high school, I went to the military. I went to the Army for nearly 10 years, and before I went in, I was voted most likely to start a theater troupe in the Army. That's no lie.
Awesome.
Scout Egan voted me to be, my senior class voted me to be most likely to start a theater troupe in the Army. Well, when I got out, I went to college and I just didn't have a creative outlet. And I come back to Maine and I needed to have that creative outlet. And my first play I ever did was Lord of the Rings, was The Hobbit from the Lord of the Rings quadrilogy. And it was, I was Bifer, and it was one of those things that got me to acting. And from then on, I wanted to do it. And I always took Lakewood as being one of the pinnacle acting facilities in a central Maine area.
Yeah.
So that's why I came here, because my heart was already here, and I just wanted to get back into acting to allow that creative outlet to happen.
Oh, that's so interesting. Now, Bianca, you have a very interesting background. You're a former college athlete.
Yes.
We don't see a lot of transitioning from athletics to drama or the stage.
Probably true.
How did this happen?
I used to act when I was younger, and then it came to a point in my life in junior high where I had to choose a path, and I picked athletics. And then I got done athletics, and I was kind of bored a little bit. Teaching wasn't enough, so I was pushed by my dad, actually, to audition, and got into Arsenic and Old Lace, and then I've been doing it since.
Were you pushed by your dad to go into athletics?
No.
Oh, neither.
I loved both, and team sports. You had people relying on you, so I picked that path at the time, and then picked theater for myself later on.
This is a coincidence or not, but the backgrounds that the two of you have, you're in engineering, studying right now in bioengineering, and you teach chemistry.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
See, we don't really know much about each other. We're just we're trying to get used to our lines, and we're also trying to get used to the idea that we're going to be pretty much half naked with each other for the next 2 weeks. So beyond all of that, we haven't gone into. I didn't even know how to say her last name.
I love the theater.
So
this is going to be
this
is going to be a wonderful show. The
chemistry. That's nice.
So So Ron Vino is in this show.
Yeah, yeah.
That's one of the names from the Lakewood Hall of Fame here. Ron hasn't been on stage for a little while, and he's making a little bit of a cameo here. What's his character like?
He plays Congressman Clyde Salt.
Yeah, he doesn't need any more introductions or anything, but to give him one, he's served on the House of Representatives for 40 years. He was elected 22 times. He's just a good old boy politician. Squeaky clean record, and Senator Harry Douglas tries to use his credibility to get him, Senator Douglas, into presidency. So he's just what you would say is an old cadre congressman that's been there way too long.
And the show's got Jason Smith in it as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
And Jason plays a cop in this one?
Yeah, he's hilarious how he's playing a cop. Oh,
He is, yes, he is.
absolutely, he plays a really good cop. He comes in just at the perfect time to screw everything up, and he does a really good job at, not screwing everything up.
Jason, it's been a couple of years since he's been on the main stage at Lakewood too. I mean, he's been in a whole litany of shows, but if you recognize that name, you'll know that his comedic timing is impeccable.
Oh, it's really, really good.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be.
So I don't want to underscore the lead.
Oh, Randy, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
What's it been like working with Randy?
Oh, he's incredible.
He is. He gets his lines and carries everybody else when we're struggling.
Yeah, he gets my lines.
Yes.
So that's good.
So is everybody off book yet?
Pretty much. I mean, still in my back pocket, so I'm not technically off of it.
Yeah. Security blanket.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It has to be.
I always carried it backstage. It might be night 2, and that thing is still like, I'm not letting you go.
Yeah. I just hope my boxer briefs. Pretty much my whole costume is boxer briefs. I hope it has a back pocket in it so I can keep my script in there. Yeah. Keep my script in there.
Costuming hasn't really been an issue for this one, huh?
No, it's just underwear and t-shirt. I have that. I got that.
Well,
yeah. I also have that. So.
Oh, nice.
For those of you at home, you can tell that this one is going to be a don't miss performance, and bring your popcorn and prepare yourself for some hilarity.
Absolutely.
A show that was written years ago, but
still very relevant.
Very relevant to today. The political figures being caught in a sex scandal.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's essentially how this whole thing works. Is not only is it, I mean, if you look at it the way we've had to see it, over the couple weeks we've done this, when you start looking at it, you have not only the older senators dragging all these people through the reputational muck. He's the one that's the sensuous senator. He's dragging us all through the reputational muck. My character being the brand new senator who has good intentions, he's being dragged through the muck by this guy. So essentially just being dragged down by the sins of the father, or in this case, the sins of the uncle. And that's just kind of how all of the idea of politicians happen, Yeah. You can't get into the swamp without falling in the drain. So.
Sensuous Senators starts on Thursday. It runs for 2 weeks, and then Lakewood Theater closes for the summer. So please, if you haven't attended a show, or if you have, we invite you back.